What are we gonna do today?
We're gonna get some horse poop. Some rabbit poop. Already got horse poop from the pasture.
Hey, look at the camera. Tell them.
We're gonna plant watermelon and cantaloupe.
What Ella's trying to say is we're gonna be planting watermelon and cantaloupe today, and we're gonna show you how we do it. We have a little concoction we're gonna make up. Some natural fertilizer. So I have James over there, Ella over there now, and we might get down and dirty in manure. What kind of manure, you asked? I'm so glad you asked. By the way, I'm David here at Southern Outdoors. You already talked to, or I guess she talked to you. Ella talked to you, so you've already talked to her. But horse poop. Where'd I get it? What kind is it? Well, it's pasture poop. Pasture. Just got it off the ground. It is semi-fresh, as in within the last day or so. I want this to start my plants. My regular compost has old manure in it. Chicken, horse, rabbit. What I'm planting my plants in is just about 1 gallon to 2 gallons of a manure concoction that's semi-fresh each. So the next step, I've already got a wheelbarrow full of horse manure. I'm going to go add some of our own rabbit manure. Then I'm going to chop it up where it's a little finer, and I will show you that step in just a moment. So now I'm going to grab the rabbit manure. It's fresh. I dump these once a week from our rabbits, and
They pooped a lot.
I'm going to pour it directly into the horse manure and then mix it together. All right, folks. James, where'd you go? What do we got here?
Pooping.
Poo-poo.
Yeah, it's horse poop and rabbit poop.
Horse and rabbit poop. So, taking the shovel, taking the rabbit manure and the horse manure, mixed it together real good. So now let me tell you what we're gonna do with it. I say we, my house, my garden. Here's what I do when I plant watermelons, cantaloupe. Trick my grandfather taught me when I was young. He used to grow a lot of watermelons, and big, good ones, sweet ones. He said, plant it directly in horse manure. So, a couple years ago, I tried that out, and it worked phenomenally. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna work this year. I haven't planted, or I say I haven't had a good crop of watermelon for various reasons. I planted it in the wrong spot last year, and it just didn't do well. But to give it the best start, what I'll do, we already have seeds started. I'll take you and show you that. We started these, and they're starting to get root bound. We started those about 2 weeks ago, something like that. I'm gonna put them, and I'm gonna add some seeds, I think, and put them directly in the poop. Get my rows lined up. I'm gonna have them 6 feet apart, and the plants 6 feet apart. What we'll have is watermelon and cantaloupe every 6 feet. Then I'll take horse shavings once I get them planted. Once again, 1 gallon of dirt out, 1 gallon of poop in. That way, gets direct fertilizer right off the bat. So, once I'm done, I'll put shavings around it, horse shavings, to keep the weeds out. Something else I'm trying to do this year. I really hate using a hoe weeding around watermelons, cantaloupes, and such. It just becomes a pain. So, trying something new, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But, remember, it's always good to get out and play in the dirt, play at poop, let your kids do it, let them get used to it. It's good for them. Germs are good for them. Good germs, not nasty germs. Animal poop is not bad germs unless you're just at a really filthy place. So, anyway, let us get after it. I'm gonna get my tape measure out and get my rows lined up, and we'll go from there. So, I got my line on this, 6 feet between rows. All right. I started my first one 4 feet from the beginning of the row, and then every 3 feet I have a hole. Okay, it's gonna be my first row. I'm gonna plant Jubilees right here, all through there. Jubilee watermelons. Now, let me tell you something. My next row will be 6 feet over this way, but I will do it offset from each 3 feet again, offset from each one of those holes. Anyway, that's where it's at. Here's the holes already dug with the good old-fashioned shovel. This is nothing but a string and 2 pieces of rebar to mark my line. Now, I'll take the manure. I'm fixing to just take the manure and fill up each one of those holes. Once I fill up those holes, I will then come back and plant the plants. Ella, look who showed up to help. You can show them. Show them who helped. Mama came to dig and poop.
We came to dig in some poop. Go back inside and touch our supper. My shovel's over there.
You gotta back up, Ella. Scoop some of this poop out, some of this dirt in. Make sure I have a good mound.
Pigweed or gooseneck?
I don't know. I'm confused on that one.
Yes, there is. All right, what you think, Mama?
I'm excited.
If we get some,
I hope we get some this year. Chickens don't get it before we do.
all right, let's hit 'em. All right, folks. We have hardwood shavings. I'm going to put these down and hope to be a little bit of a weed barrier. Plus, it'll help aerate this ground as it decomposes next year and we turn it under again. So I'm going to put this around each plant right now. I will come back and fill in the empty spots later. But for the time being, I'm just going to put it around the plant. Yes. Look at all the pups. Ah, good.
Yeah.
So cute.
Little boogers.
James, what you digging?
I'm looking at snake.
You looking for snakes?
Yeah.
Snakes or worms?
That could
snakes and worms? Okay.
I have no idea how well this is going to work out. But it's hardwood shaving. It'll decompose. Worst case scenario, I'm just putting down litter in the ground. And as it decomposes, it'll aerate this hard, compact ground for next year. May still have lots of weeds. I don't know.
Worth a try.
And these shavings are fairly cheap, so. And this ground is really hard. Going on this road. That's some nice green manure. That happened today, evidently.
Fresh.
The fresher the hoop, the sweeter the watermelon. I don't know that. But sounds good. Where's my hammer, Jay?
Over there.
I didn't know it was a shovel.
It's a good one.
No. Yeah.
So, remember, I'm putting my rows 6 feet apart. Front of that one.
Like
Nope,
right here?
nope,
Oop.
nope. In front where I pointed, thank you. Now look out and tell me where the tape measure stops right in front, dead center. Look this way, straight here. Tell
Like-
me when the end of the tape measure is stopped, right even with you.
Like with the plant?
Yeah.
You need to go back a little bit more. Okay,
Right there.
I think so. Maybe a hair more. There you go.
The kid's interrupting me in the middle of all that. Hey, keep the dogs in. Shut the gate. Are you recording this? This is grand. Y'all get to see raw and uncut. Wild kids, wild dogs. Look at Cheyenne watching the baby.
She's like, that fence gonna hurt me.
That's adorable.
What is he saying?
Look at those puppies.
Cute.
What do we have for dinner? Pork tenderloin, ginger apricot pork tenderloin. Sweet. With green beans and, green mac and cheese. So remember, every 3 feet a hole, and these holes all fit in the last row. Oh. Ooh, so smart. My first time doing that. Never done it before. I know this would have kept the kids occupied. I would have left them in there days ago. Right?
Get all kind of work done. The kids occupied.
Is that a puppy barking?
That is a puppy barking. Oh my goodness!
Little white one. Sorry.
Sorry. Roll her over. Look at all those little tails. Oh my goodness. I hope you can't hear me breathing.
I hope they can hear you breathing.
Why?
Because I have to hear you breathing.
I can't help it. Mouth breather.
The next row is going to have sugar baby watermelons on it. What I'm going to do, this is a bucket of water, and I'm going to take these, submerge them, bring them back out. That way these are wet, and you're not beating them up, spraying them down right before you plant them. I'm going to take this dirt, pull it over in here to mix it in a little, just a little, because I need this mounded up. So, get your hands down in there, it's just poop.
Kids and the puppies alike.
Kids won't sleep good, they never do.
Yes, they do.
Dogs are playing with them too.
Yeah.
Good morning, outdoor people. It's David here again. First thing in the morning, the next day after planting our watermelons and cantaloupes. I didn't cover this yesterday, but the varieties I planted were Jubilee, which I planted them a few weeks back inside the barn. I planted Jubilee, Sugar Babies, and Ambrosia mushmelons actually is what I planted for the cantaloupes. They're not technically a cantaloupe, they're a mushmelon. They're a little sweeter, they get a little bigger. But wanted to tell y'all what we planted. Of course, I started them as seed and I got them up a little bit before we transplanted them yesterday. Now, finishing out this video this morning because it got dark on me last night. What I'll be doing this morning is taking fish emulsion fertilizer, which is natural, and I will add it 1 tablespoon per gallon, and I will water these started seedlings or started plants. They already started, so I'll water them now that they're in the ground. I watered them before I put them in the ground. Next morning, now I'm going to water them once they're in the ground with this fish emulsion. But I'll show you what it is, what it looks like, and that'll be a wrap on that. So here we go. So here it is. You can get it at your local co-op or whatever store. Fish emulsion fertilizer. Like I said, for vegetables, 1 tablespoon per gallon. Hey Scout. Good morning, baby girl. Of course, this is part of my garden we already started. These are the plants I got up. I've got a mulch this morning. I'll put the rest of the shavings down and cover all of this area. But just wanted to let you know how it goes. I'm gonna put this down at 1 tablespoon per gallon, and that'll be it for this area. Well guys, as always, I want to thank you for watching. If you're watching on Facebook, if you'll give us a big thumbs up, share, comment. If you see something you think I could do better, if you're interested in knowing something more. If you're watching on YouTube, if you'll give us a big thumbs up, share us. And if you're really interested in all the farming stuff we could do, you can subscribe to us. That'd be awesome. That'd help us out a lot. But that's about, well, thank you. Somebody's excited this morning. But anyway, bright and early. Got some work to do out here. Thank you for watching again. Take care. God bless. See you on the next video.